so much. You don't know what this will do for me. Goodbye now.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the 2023 Talent Show.
We have some very lovely acts lined up for you tonight, talented or otherwise. We sincerely hope you will enjoy the show.
First up we have MJ Wellington with music, Isla Granholm and Q with a skit, Josh Langworthy and Madison with a song, Isla Granholm on the piano, and Dawn Emerson with some readings.
bunch of words are missing, and I need your help to fill them back in. I believe you guys know this sort of thing as a Mad Lib. So, tonight, I'm going to start by doing a Mad Lib with you guys, and then during intermission, I'll pass out scripts to all of my lovely actors. And then after intermission, we'll come back and perform the Mad Lib that I did with you. So, I have some rules here though, just to make sure this turns out as best as possible. First of all, I reserve the right to say no to a word if it's not going to be funny. And I wanted to get that out there because I don't want anybody to think that I'm being rude or I don't like you or I don't like your word. It's just I want this to be hilarious and I need help with that. Also, no potty humor, please. Keep it appropriate. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to ask for a word and then I need you to raise your hand if you have one. If multiple people raise their hands and I pick somebody, if you had your hand raised, keep it up, because if I say no to someone else's word, then I will come back to the next person who raised their hand, okay? And use words that the majority of people know the meaning of. That would be great. Be really creative. And if nobody gives me a word in, say, like 15, 30 seconds, I'm just going to pick a random person. So don't be shy because I will pick on the quiet people. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, I need a funny nickname. Let's go with Josiah.
Grand piano.
Okay. I need an adjective. Brady.
Funny.
All right, I need another adjective. Mrs. Smith. All right, I need an occupation or a job. Annie.
Doctor.
All right. I need another adjective. Alec. Oh, that's a good one. I like that. Okay, I need a noun. Hunter.
Oh, I always think it could be a big one. Flat.
That is not a noun.
We never passed English.
Did you actually give me a noun I wasn't?
No. He said flounder.
Flounder, okay. Also good. Okay, I need another adjective. Mary.
Scintillating.
Oh, I think a few people need a definition. Okay, scintillating definition. The definition of scintillating is sparkling or shining brightly. Okay. I need an adjective.
Gluten-free.
Yes. You have no idea how perfect that is.
It's probably a few times that's the right answer.
I need a past tense verb.
Exposed.
Not entirely sure how that happens. But I need a noun. William. I need an adjective. Anna. Adjective, another funny nickname. Mrs. Colby.
Skipper.
I need a sport and try to make it a really unique one. Grace.
Curling.
I need an adjective. Would you say it again? I need an adjective. Annika.
Curly.
I need another adjective. Eli.
Serendipitous.
He passed English.
Help the rest of us with that one.
Does anyone need a definition for that? It means occurring or discovered by chance in a happy or beneficial way. I need an article of clothing, plural. Josiah. Let's try something else. Miss Susan.
Leg warmer.
Okay, I need a verb ending in ing.
Somersaulting.
Yes. I need a noun. Maddie.
Nail polish.
Okay. I need an adjective. I need a person in the room. MJ? Okay. Just warning you, Miss MJ, this line is going to be a little bit insulting to you, but it's nothing personal. I need an article of clothing. Hattie.
Shoelaces.
Ooh, good one. I need a past tense verb. Mrs. Smith.
Shot.
Oh, that's too bad. I need a noun. Mr. What's your name? Mr. Jones, I'm sorry. Thinking on the fly.
Carrot.
Carrot?
Yeah.
Perfect. I need an adjective that does not start with S. Annie.
Irrigated.
Okay. I need a funny exclamation. Scary. All right, I need a noun. Let's go with Anna. I need an adjective. William.
As soon as you said adjective, I literally just forgot.
His adjective is
Alex?
forgetful.
That's actually perfect. Good job, William. I need a verb ending in ing. Alec.
Hyperventilating.
Spell that.
Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, I need another adjective. Vi. I need a noun. That's a lot of hands. Miss Suzanne. I need a medical condition.
Oh, that's easy.
Josh.
Asthma.
Oh, that's. I need an adjective. Graham.
Flammable.
I need. Never mind. That's it. Perfect. I'll be back.
Okay.
Who tells the sun to rise every morning, colors the sky with the shades of his glory, wakes us with mercy and love. Jesus does.
Who holds the orphan, comforts the widow, cries for injustice, feels every sorrow, carries the pain of his children. Jesus does. So we sing praise to the Father who gave us the Son, praise to the Spirit who's living in us. When I was a sinner, he saved me from who I was. 'Cause that's what Jesus does.
Who understands the heart of a sinner, showers his grace over all our mistakes, washes us clean with his blood. Jesus does.
Who sings the song of sweet forgiveness, who stole the keys to hell and the grave, who has the power to save. Jesus does. So we sing praise to the Father who gave us the Son, praise to the Spirit who's living in us. When I was a sinner, he saved me from who I was. 'Cause that's what Jesus does. Oh, what a friend, oh, what a Savior. He's always been good, he's always been faithful. He came to my rescue when I needed him most and saved my soul. So we sing praise to the Father who gave us the Son, praise to the Spirit Praise to the Father who gave us the Son. Praise to the Spirit who's living in us. When I was a sinner, He saved me from who I was. 'Cause that's what Jesus does.
But you didn't think I had any moves. That was it. 3 short stories for you tonight. When all is said and done, you may wish they had been shorter. The first is called A Monk's Translation. A young monk arrived at the monastery. He is assigned to helping the other monks in copying the old canons and laws of the church by hand. He notices, however, that all of the monks are copying from copies, not from the original manuscript. So the new monk goes to the head abbot and questions this, pointing out that if someone had made even the smallest error in the first copy, it would never have been picked up. In fact, that error would be continued in all of subsequent copies. The head monk says, well, we have been copying from copies for centuries. But you make a good point, my son. And the head monk headed down to the dark caves underneath the monastery where the original manuscripts are held in archives in a locked vault that hasn't been opened in hundreds of years. Hours go by and no one sees the old abbot. So the young monk gets worried and he goes down to look for him, and he sees the older abbot banging his head against the wall and wailing and saying, "We missed the R. We missed the R. We missed the R." And his forehead is bruised, and he's crying uncontrollably. And the young monk says to the old abbot, "What do you mean, Father?" And with a choking voice, the old abbot replies, "The word was celebrate."
Oh, I get it.
Every year, Tracy, I give you a moment. Bless you. A second short story is called Those Who Wait Upon the Lord. After starting a new diet, I altered my drive to work to avoid passing by my favorite bakery. I accidentally drove by the bakery this morning, and as I approached, there in the window was a host of goodies. And I felt it was no accident, so I prayed, "Lord, it's up to you. If you want me to have any of these delicious goodies, create a parking place for me directly in front of the bakery." And sure enough, on the 8th time around the block, there it was. And lastly, perhaps an old favorite for many of you, simply called the BC. There was a nice lady who was a little old-fashioned. She was planning a week's vacation in Florida at a particular campground, but she wanted to make sure of the accommodations first. Uppermost in her mind were the toilet facilities, but she couldn't bring herself to write the word toilet in her letter, so after considerable deliberation, she settled on bathroom commode, but when she wrote that, it too sounded a little bit too forward. So she rewrote the letter to the campground and referred to the bathroom commode simply as the BC. Does the campground have its own BC, she wrote. The campground owner was a bit baffled by the euphemism, so he showed the letter around to several campers, but they couldn't decipher it either. Finally, the campground owner figured she must be referring to the local Baptist church. So he sat down and wrote back, "Dear Madam, I regret very much the delay in answering your letter, but I now take pleasure in informing you that a BC is located 9 miles north of the campground and is capable of seating 250 people at one time. I admit it's quite a distance away, if you're in the habit of going regularly, but no doubt, you'd be pleased to know that a great number of people take their lunches along and make a day of it. They usually arrive early and stay late. The last time my wife and I went was 6 years ago. And it was so crowded, we had to stand up the whole time that we were there. It may interest you to know that right now there is a supper planned to raise money to buy more seats. They're going to hold the supper in the basement of the BC. I would like to say that it pains me very much not to be able to go more regularly, but it is surely no lack of desire on my part. As we grow older, it seems to be more of an effort, especially in cold weather. If you decide to come down to our campground, perhaps I could go with you the first time, sit with you, introduce you to some of the folks there. It's a very friendly community.
Welcome to Big Mind Therapy. How may we help you today?
Well, I was kind of hoping that y'all...
Stop right there! Please, please, miss. Where's your way? We can help you. It's to teach you not to use y'all.
Please send in Miss Johnson.
You called for me, doctors?
Please demonstrate to Miss Williams, in a sentence, what to use as a replacement for y'all.
Y'all? I'm afraid I'm unaware of such term. You know, y'all as in you, all. What a wonderful phrase. An excellent invention!
No! That's not the point of it at all! Y'all is supposed to be improper!
Well, this is not getting anywhere. Let's introduce the next accent. Hopefully demonstrate the proper use of vocabulary.
Tell you what, this kid's close. All right, looks like next up we have Keith Field on the wonderful piano. Then we have Cambridge, Iowa, and Madison with a song. Then we have the Massasins with a Sunday school skit. And the Fenton Ladies with a poetry duet. And last of all, J. Fenton, E. Wolf, and M. Wright with a skit. Thank you.
Hello. I gotta find my music, and then I have to talk for a second. So, tonight I'm gonna play two songs back to back. They're love songs. The first is Fly Me to the Moon. Let me see what spring is like on Jupiter and Mars. In other words, I love you. In other words, hold my hand, be true. And the second one is Beauty and the Beast. I hope you enjoy it.
You take our failure, you take our weakness. You set your treasure in jars of clay. So take this heart, Lord, I'll be your vessel, the world to see your life in me. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. Oh, I once was lost, but now I am found. Was blind, but now I see. Oh, I can see you now. Oh, I can see the love in your eyes, laying yourself down, raising up the broken to life. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see.
You know how to get a Pikachu on a bus? Yep, Pokemon.
Do you think that maybe we can finish on time this week?
That would be good.
That would be good, yeah, we've been running a little long. Well, it's a short burst, a short study this week, so we should be pretty good, I think. But, I don't know. Sometimes they just run long, I don't know why. Okay. Hey guys,
Hey!
good morning. How's everybody doing? You guys have a nice weekend? You enjoy that snow? I call that Hollywood snow because it's light and fluffy. And it's like when they do an advertisement for a snowblower, they use that light fluffy snow. It makes it look like it's easy to do. But all right, so let's see if I get your memory verse for this week. All right, 2 Corinthians 5:17. Therefore, standing in Christ, this person, new creation, and all things have passed away.
Therefore, run for your lives, everybody. Therefore means more class, and therefore means longer time. Run for your life.
Let's go, settle down. We've been here before.
Okay, so basically what happens when we get a therefore is we have to go back a couple verses. So sometimes it can take a little while.
All right, so, as Celia said, what do we do when we see a therefore? We ask,
What's the therefore, therefore?
all right, so let's go back a few more verses.
This makes my head spin like this.
All right, let's go back a little bit further.
I'm leaving. I'm taking this too.
Come back. We'll get there. We'll just go back a little bit more. This is the fourth, fifth, sixth. You want chocolate? You go to the third grade class. All right, let's go back a little bit more.
Take care of you.
Oh my gosh. Go ahead. Yeah.
We gotta take care of this.
We all have our relaxing techniques. All right, come on now. We gotta class. We gotta get this finished. We gotta get this finished.
Are you guys providing lunch and dinner?
We'll see. We'll talk to the deacons about that. All right, so let's go back a little bit more. Okay.
I can't take it anymore. What the therefore? Cruel.
It's not us, it's in the Bible.
Hey, settle down.
Everybody
We'll get there.
center,
We'll figure it out.
center, relax.
An agonizing, extreme amount of hours later.
Hold on.
3 in the morning. Are we done yet?
All right, one more. Let's go back a little bit more. Come on. Great job.
Celia, come on.
Striders, a poem for two voices by Paul Fleischman. Whenever we're asked if we walk upon water, we answer, of course.
To be sure.
It's quite true.
Whenever
Whenever we're asked if we walk on it often, we answer,
quite often.
each day.
All day through.
Should we be questioned on whether it's easy, we answer, quite easy.
A snap.
It's a cinch. Should we be told that it's surely a miracle, we reply,
balderdash.
rubbish.
Nonsense.
Whenever we're asked for instructions,
We always say,
come to the pond's edge,
And do as we do.
put down one foot,
And then put down another.
resting upon the thin film on the surface.
Believe me, there's no call at all to be nervous.
As long as you're reasonably mindful that you,
Oh.
but by that time our student,
No matter how prudent.
as usually, don't ask me why,
Sunk from view.
That was a bit overdone.
Hello, and welcome on this beautiful day to stage 12 of the Cornerstone. My name is Edward Tilly.
No, I'm Tommy Twisted. The background is beautiful, and the race is intense.
Rowing will be very interesting. With two major clubs. The first is the course of Cornerstone, and the second is the course of Cornerstone. The race is best, 69 kilometers, flat finish, short ride. Start the race with colour time. Quickly be giving up on the first. I don't know about you, Albert. So am I. We're going out to warm up and
flag in the peloton in March. Yesterday was a tough day for Team Flick Step Alpina, but it looks like they're pulling it together today. How Pepto Bismuth Humphrey Van Hoyerdonk is the one to watch. He stole the yellow jersey in an amazing sprint finish yesterday, and it looks as though he's going to leave the peloton behind today.
It's looking to be a good race.
It is. I mean, he started the tour as a seeming non-entity, and he's now the favorite to take the Maillot Jaune across the line on the Champs-Élysées.
And it looks like the peloton has quickened its pace and is gearing up for the first sprint.
Humphrey Van Hoyerdonk pulls away from peloton. It looks like he's going solo.
This is a surprising decision.
That it is. That it is. The question is, can he maintain his lead without the help of his team?
Maybe he's trying to get the points for the sprint. I can't see any other reason for this big push.
It's a great risk there, Chili, but he's out of sight of the peloton.
Indeed, they have been left behind like a limp piece of asparagus on a dinner platter.
Van Hoyerdonk's rounding the bend and pulling into the final haul. He rips down the pavement, leaving the peloton in the dust, utterly in the dust.
That was a beautiful sprint by Humphrey Van
That it
Hoyerdonk.
was, that it
He
was.
has the yellow jersey and is about to take the green from Bernard. Is
Good.
there anything he cannot do?
Goodbye, Tornado Chatty. Hello, Hurricane Humphrey. Well, we'll be back in just a moment after this commercial break, but until then, thank you. Very good. All right. Does it look like they're done? Finally.
Welcome back. How may we help you today?
I was wondering whether you may be able to assist me with more promo for my tractor. It ain't.
Yes, looking past some of your faults, I think we may be able to assist you with that.
Excuse me, Doctor. I want to talk to y'all.
Joe, really? It's almost about saying 8.
Ain't correct?
What is 8?
Some people use the improper term ain't as a contraction of is or am not. Ennis! Or Ennis?
Anyways, what did you need?
I need one by That was not correct.
I cannot withstand this.
This is getting too much.
I must have a break.
I agree. Okay.
Dear boy.
Oh, right. I forgot.
Right, we're gonna have a brief intermission now, so.
Yeah, there's like cookies and stuff out there if you want to go eat those. If you're not back here in 15 minutes, something bad will happen to you. Because we're starting again in 15 minutes, so go out, enjoy your cookies, come back.
have some more acts planned for you. First, we have a continuation of Jay Fenton, E. Wolf, and Matt Wright.
And then we have Eli Wolf with Ethics, a hand in the cookie jar.
Then we have Bill Colby with some music.
And then Isla Granholm and crew with a skit.
And then finally we have Matthias Morel with card tricks.
We hope you enjoy.
And we're back with more of the Tour de France.
I can't say it's been an exciting day in the peloton.
No, but an impressive performance from Pepto-Bismol's Humphrey Van Hooydonk. The riders have conquered the sprints in the Col de la Croix-Montsman. Ahead of the peloton faces the grueling Col de la Croix-Rosier.
And Van Hooydonk enters the climb. He's struggling. Pain is written on his face.
It appears that the yellow jersey took a swig of something rummy a couple of kilometers back, and he's feeling it in his tummy.
That's going to make the climb much harder. Now at 1 kilometer left and a 16% grade, Van Hooydonk is visibly flagging.
The yellow jersey's crumbling on the Col de la Croix-Rosier.
It looks like Van Hooydonk's solo is coming to an end. The peloton is rapidly closing in behind him, threatening to destroy his victory. As he inches his way to the top again, agony is etched on his face.
That it is. Humphrey Van Hooydonk struggling upwards, frothing at the mouth like a hyena on the Serengeti.
Looks like a few more pedal strokes, and he'll be cresting the Col de la Croix-Rosier.
It should be easy sailing from here, but Van Hooydonk looks very unwell.
If he can maintain his speed, he should be able to pull through.
But he is suffering. Up the hill, he suffers. Cresting the hill, he suffers. Down the hill, he's in absolute pain.
Whatever he drank is putting his chances on the Champs-Élysées in serious jeopardy.
The peloton has just about caught the yellow jersey on the straightaway. It is simply a matter of time until Van Hooydonk, like a halibut, is caught, filleted, and fried for dinner by the oncoming peloton.
Oh! And the yellow jersey has come off the road. What is he doing? He doesn't even realize he's off the track. Humphrey's hopes of taking the yellow into Paris are smashed to pieces.
He's blazing his own trail. The peloton is passing in Hurricane Humphrey, doesn't even know it.
All he knows is the pain. It's going to be a hard road from here.
And it is. But always remember, kids, you too can forge your own path in life, like Hurricane Humphrey.
And Van Hooydonk presses on, oblivious to his mistake, as the other riders rush towards the finish line. I have to say, this race has gone quite pear-shaped.
It has. This is absolute chaos for Team Pepto-Bismol.
The yellow jersey's race is over.
Oh, we just got word there's been a massive crash in the peloton.
The waters are a tad muddy, but it seems as though the peloton was attacked by a swarm of rabid dogs.
Oh, Mom! Well, we'd love to show you a shot, but for some balmy reason, the camp crew has deemed the following catastrophe, that is the yellow jersey, to be the better, more important thing to show.
I mean, he's lost the race. Why are they still showing it?
This is a major disappointment.
Indeed.
That it is. But Van Hooydonk is struggling on.
Very much so.
He's completely clueless to his error. Yeah.
Oh, and it seems as though, yes, we've just heard, Albert has won the race.
This is bad news for Van Hooydonk.
Very much so. He is not looking well at all.
Dragging himself like an escargot through the French countryside. Van Hooydonk, a picture of defeat.
graced by that magnificent rider just now. Oh, and it looks as though by a miracle he's gotten back on track.
Just meters from the finish. He doesn't even know he's in last place.
He struggles on, hoping for glory.
But finding defeat.
And he finally comes to the finish line.
He thinks he's won!
Van Hooydonk, in dead last, tries to celebrate, but he thinks it's a victory.
Sad day.
Indeed.
His chances are destroyed. It's a day to forget what kept your business.
Whoa, that's loud. Just letting you know, my name is Cletus. I am a 7-year-old philosopher, self-proclaimed. I prepared a little lecture for you. Don't worry, it's short. Should be good for your American attention spans. Got about the same attention span as the goldfish. Well, I prepared a speech for you all. Hopefully it will prove beneficial to your little gray cells of mush. That's important. Up until last week, I was one of you, sniveling wretches. A 7-year-old who cared nothing about anything philosophical, but only of the pleasures of the flesh, and his next meal, and his favorite Lego City lifeguard set. But it was that one day, one special day, I was transformed. Okay? I was transformed. I was made anew. Okay? I rose from the ashes like a phoenix, spread eagle, and the eyes bright with the light of transcendence. Okay? It's a very special word, my mom told me. Anyhow, I was watching an infantile show, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And while I was eating animal crackers, of course. And the moral of the show was quite elementary, you know. It was ostensibly I should not mistreat people. But my friends, my comrades, my overdeveloped brain jumped to questions that if you had any sort of neuronal activity between your ears, you would have jumped to the same conclusions as well. That thing states that I should not mistreat other people, so why should I not mistreat other people? That's the question that I'm here to uncover today. So, in a broader sense, what is the ultimate good? The good with a capital G? Is there something that will enforce this good? And if so, should I obey that enforcement? It was then, my dear comrades, that I became a philosopher. Okay? I'm a new man. I'm no longer Cletus. No longer Cletus, but Marcus Aurelius Brutus, Julius Maximus, the Great. I've just finished my first chapter of my soon-to-be award-winning and best-selling book, Ethics, the Hand in the Cookie Jar. I tried to make it as relatable as possible. I am well respected in various intellectual circles around the globe. In fact, I'm president of Philosophers Anonymous. And the running joke being that it would be prudent to remain anonymous. I don't get the joke. My mum does, and she laughs quite a deal. Something tells me I wouldn't like the joke if I did understand. But anyhow, I'm also self-proclaimed Emperor of the United States. Did you know that? Yes, I'm self-proclaimed Emperor of the United States. I'm no longer Cletus Giblet. What kind of an emperor would have the name Cletus? My word, I can see the people standing there in the amphitheater, saluting their emperor. Hail, Cletus. Yes, not even going to begin the connotations that arise with the surname Giblet. My word, Emperor Giblet. Anyhow, no, from now on I'm Marcus Aurelius Brutus Julius Maximus Augustus the Great, and I expect you to call me that, yes, even on the playground. Even on the playground, the little children must know their emperor. I also demanded my mother to embroider it neatly on my placemat and bib. Silk, mother, I said. I demand silk, only the finest ingredients for that Marcus Aurelius Brutus Julius Maximus Augustus the Great. Needless to say, my mother showed elements of tyranny and refused my decrees. She still calls me by my old name. I told her the significance of my new name, saying, "Quit dead naming me, mother." I am no longer Cletus, but Cletus as he should have been. I have been transformed. I'm a new man with new powers, the powers of philosophy. Respect my new identity, mother. And you better watch your microaggressions, woman. Needless to say, that did not go over very well. And I learned the hard way that even an emperor must bow his knee before the tyrannical arm of his mummy. Unless that emperor is Nero. Food for thought. Anyhow, back to my lecture. I was going to talk about Christmas because, you know, the divine, every man desires to know the answer to, though even the finest philosophers stumble, is there a higher authority above us Homo sapiens, one who watches over us, one who has our best interests in mind and judges all our actions with the possibility of great reward? And should we believe in this greater being? In other words, is Santa Claus real? Yes, I'm talking about Christmas and all that rot. My word. I hope your unwavering faith in jolly old Saint Nick paid off this past year and you got all the paraphernalia and trinkets that you were unaware even existed until Christmas time. But now you realize you so desperately need. Anyhow, alas, this philosopher's luck, if that concept even exists, has been lacking its usual good cheer. So much has this jolly old sprite slacked in his duty that I'm forced to question my previously staunch belief in the eccentric toy maker commonly seen ho-hoing at mall intersections, begging for money, no doubt. Anyhow, passing over the question of his OUI status and the obvious unreliability of his moral compass, He means to bring peace and joy to all the good children of the world, or so he claims. Okay? Frankly, such an endeavor reeks of futility. The goal is incompatible with a commonly held belief among intellectuals around the globe that life is suffering. Okay? Sir Thomas Hobbes, in his book Leviathan, famously, and in my view correctly, wrote that life is ugly, nasty, brutish, and short. To solve my crisis of faith, and to more importantly secure the possibility of receiving future presents. That's the goal in mind here. Ethical egoism. I've concocted this alteration to the Santa Claus doctrine. Obviously, a rather large ball-making friend must be of two forms. One of the North Pole and one of the South Pole. These two Santa Clauses are locked in a never-ending battle to the death. Okay? All manner of belly-pumping and beer-pulling shall be utilized to gain the upper hand. It's a horrible struggle. It's the ice and fire of Norse mythology, the gods and the titans of Greek mythology, or if you prefer the yin and the yang. Of course, this brilliant idea of mine solves all manner of problems in the Santa Claus doctrine. This is why they hand out presents like government stimulus checks. That is, to win the favor of the children and the world. They need armies, you see. They must fight with armies. Okay? And, these clauses of ice and fire, they seek to build their armies because he who rocks the cradle rules the world, okay? I believe Stalin said that. He was a noble man. Anyhow, indeed, my recent overt and unapologetic atheism has made me their enemy. The Santa Clauses, that is. I'm convinced that in their downtime, they have temporarily joined forces to pump me off before I proselytize my heresy to my peers. Okay? Oh, the horror of 350 pounds of Christmas cheer will cause, as it descends on my learned pate and various other appendages, promptly squishing it into a philosopher-flavored jelly. My word. Therefore, I've come to this conclusion. I should count myself lucky that I only received a bucket of coal and a restraining order from my grandparents this Christmas. Thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed my lecture.
All I can say is if somebody told me we were on Mars, I would believe it. But thank God that our Savior is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Amen. Thank you, Jesus. No demon gonna take my mind. No demon gonna take my mind. Giving it to the Lord of Lords. No demon gonna take giving it to the Lord of Lords. Times like these, it's sad and plain to see oppression by the enemy throughout humanity. Sneak into your home when you least expect to see. Unless you claim the peace of God, you never will be free. No demon gonna take my soul, giving it to the Lord of Lords. No demon gonna take my soul, giving it to the Lord of Lords. Is ours to call upon, His peace is ours to claim. The spirit of fear uncowering when you call on my Jesus' name. Let not your hearts be troubled by His cruel, unholy game. Though the spirit of fear come after us, we will never be the same. No demon gonna take my mind, to the Lord of Lords. No demon gonna take my mind, giving it to the Lord of thinking today of that beautiful land I will reach when the sun goes down. By His wondrous grace, by my Savior I'll stand. Will there be any stars in my crown? Will there be any stars in my crown when that evening the sun goes down? Will I wake with the blessed in those mansions of rest? Will there be any stars in my crown? In the strength of the Lord, let me labor and pray. Let me watch as a winner of souls. The bright stars may be mine in that glorious day when His praise like the sea billows roll. Will there be any stars in my crown when that evening sun goes down? Will I wake with the dust in those mansions of rest? Will there be any stars in my crown? When His face I behold, living gems at His feet to lay down. It would strengthen my bliss in that glorious day. Should there be any stars in my crown? Should there be any stars in my crown? Another one here if the mic doesn't run away from me. walking on Eternity Road, and I'm carrying such an easy load. Yes, I'm walking on Eternity Road, and I love you, Jesus, more. There are troubles around. Man's days are filled with trouble, from the hills to the ground. And there's worries in vain, and that darkness with all of its pain is why I love you, Jesus, more than any of those things, more and more each day. He has placed us here on this road, oh Master, carrying such an easy load. He has placed us here on this road, and we're walking on Eternity Road. And I love you, Jesus, more and more each day, more and more each day.
there's another toxic flounder invasion, so...
Scintillating job, Michaela.
Well, you know, the same thing's every day for me. Because, you know, I'm gluten-free.
Well, we are very proud of you.
Well, if you think that's cool, how about this? I exposed him into outer space and grabbed a bomb and moved it over to shield us from a beautiful meteorite.
Oh, forgettable for you.
I know.
Well, how about you, Isla? Come on, tell us what you did, Skipper.
What was that?
I made the curling team.
Oh. Oh. Oh, that is tiny.
Yeah, where'd you go, daughter?
Congratulations, sister. You must be so proud.
My coach was Curly. He said I'm really serendipitous. Hey guys, remember when I was on the track team, the coach would shoot the starting gun and I would race a bullet? I always won. Yeah. Did you wear those lame leg warmers to the meets too?
Okay, girls, that's enough.
Hey, maybe when I'm done flying somersaults and... Wait, what? Hey, maybe when I'm done somersaulting with nail polish, I can come fly over near me, because, you know, I can fly.
Michaela, well, at least I don't wear the most unhinged disguise ever. Newsflash, everyone knows your secret identity.
Yeah, no, duh. Who would want to do all that stuff and not take credit for it?
Yeah, it's not like an idiot like Miss MJ. Oh, I brought a mask, shoelaces, and to protect my friends. Oh, appearance shot.
No, that's insensitive. Come on, Brady.
Yeah, well, at least when she saves the city, she doesn't knock down every carrot in the process.
Okay, that is a low blow.
I think the S stands for irrigated.
Maybe you stand for irrigated. Jumping Jehoshaphat? Standing up, why don't you come over here, little pumpkin, so you know how forgetful you really are?
There will be no hyperviliating at this table.
Oh, that's it. I'm using my laser hula hoop vision, giving you premature... What? Oh, don't worry, Mom. They call me Woman of Steel for nothing. Oh, wait, where am I? Your husky slaps are like summer breeze. How are you hitting so hard?
Kryptonite.
Oh, that is it. I'm using my laser hula hoop vision, giving you premature female asthma.
No! Sit down. I didn't want to do this, but your mother is flammable. It's time. Daughter, you're adopted.
I knew it! I knew you couldn't be my biological sister! Everything makes sense now!
No, Isla. Michaela's not adopted. You are. Speaking of which, we all are.
You guys are all superheroes too? come and pick a card? Now for this card trick, I will need 12 cards. 1, 2, 3. Pick a card. Memorize your card. Can you show the audience? Now, now you flip over some random cards. And I want you to cut the deck so it's random and flip over the top 2 cards. Do that as many times as you want. So you flip the deck. No, not you. You just flip it on the bottom. And then you flip over the top 2 cards. Okay, do that as many times as you want. Okay, you only want to do it once? Okay. Now put it into 4 piles. Now flip from this end, like that, or from this end, that. Okay. No, all. No, all 3 cards, like that. No, no. Put this onto here, and now you put that flip over onto there. Good. Now cut the deck in half, and your card. Yes. Now I'm going to ask someone else to come up. Magnus. Pick a card. Memorize the card. Can you show the audience?
Can see it over there.
Now I'm going to shuffle the deck. I think that your card is on the top half. Wilson to come up. Okay. No, she will get down the calls, and I will leave the room, and then you will pick a call.
Okay, point to a card. You can show it to the audience. And then put it exactly where you had it. Now, Matthias, you can come back. I am going to send him the card through mind reading. So, I'm going to tell him the card. Now, he knows what the card is. Is it this one? This one? This one? This one? This one? Card? You picked this card.
That is all.
Indeed, Winston. I did not think you had an appointment with us today.
No, I didn't say one. But I want to come by to tell you how sincerely thankful I am for you changing my life. I don't. Don't worry about my truck anymore. In fact, I'm selling it this afternoon.
How wonderful.
I've been thinking about acquiring a new occupation. Chicken farming is becoming distasteful.
Yes, I can see why one would wish to cease chicken farming.
I'm sorry, doctors. I just wanted to come talk to y'all about a patient outside. She says she's in desperate, there it is, desperate need of help because her rose just died this morning. Oh, bless her dear heart. I ain't want to offend, so I wanted to ask y'all if you wouldn't mind me bumping appointments to get her in soon.
to the audience.
Viola Perkins with music, Grace and Josh with a skit, Bob Langworthy and Jackson Fenton with vocational counseling, Fran Similar with illuminated comedy, and Jennifer Anderson with pop-up choir.
For those of you who don't know what this contraption is on the stage here, this is a Bosu ball. A Bosu ball is used to exercise and help you balance. And tonight, I will be playing violin on it.
am doing something. Go bother Mom.
Hey, I bet you $1 this will land on heads.
Okay.
Ha, heads. $1.
Flip it again.
Fine, I call heads. Ha, heads again. That's another $1.
All right, double or nothing.
Fine, I call heads again. Haha, heads. That's $2 more. What shall I do with my $4?
All right, flip it again.
Double or nothing?
Double or nothing.
That'd be $4 more.
Just do it.
Heads.
Seriously? Again.
Heads.
Again.
Tails.
Really?
No, it's heads. You owe me $64.
What?
Hey, you keep doubling it. It's not my fault.
Oh, I see what's going on here. You're trying to hustle me, aren't you? It's a trick quarter. Flip it again. This time, I'm calling heads.
Tails. That's $128.
All right.
You know, maybe we should stop. You already owe me more than you make in a week.
You're right. I just need to walk away. Or, I need to vary my approach. Keep flipping it.
Josh.
Just do it. Heads.
Tails.
Tails.
Heads.
Heads.
Tails.
Tails.
Heads.
Heads.
Tails.
Tails.
Heads.
How much?
$8,192.
Clearly that strategy didn't work. All right, give me another coin.
Josh.
No, just give it to me. We'll flip these until one of them lands on heads. It's bound to happen. Tails.
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 Tails. Oh.
Tails.
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 Tails. All right, fine. Now I choose tails. Heads. No. This is the most statistically amazing thing I've ever seen.
In case you're wondering, we're now at $536,870,912.
That's it. My life is ruined. This 2003 special edition Arkansas Quarter has ruined my life. I'm done.
Let's work up a monthly payment plan.
Come in. Mr. Langworthy, you sit down.
This is a lovely office you have.
Yes.
Do I have a microphone too?
You do have a microphone.
Oh,
Yes.
wonderful. Oh, wow. This was quite the storm we had, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to do a lot of shoveling today. I don't really love that. But...
Enough of this gay adventure.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Mr. Langworthy,
Yes,
you
sir.
asked us to advise you on which job in life you were best suited for.
Yes, that's correct.
I have the results back from the aptitude test
Good.
you took last week. And from it, we've got a pretty clear picture of the type of person that you are.
Oh, good.
And I think I can say,
Yep.
without fear of contradicting, that the ideal job for you is accounting.
So, about that, I am an accountant.
Well, very good. Back to the office with you then.
But no, I came here for a new job. I want a new life. I want something exciting.
Well, accounting is rather exciting, isn't it?
No, most definitely not exciting. It is so drab and awful. You are literally doing the same thing every day. We put the number here, you put the number there, you add them up. It is so miserable and awful and dull.
Well, explain with me. Your report here says that you are an extremely dull person. You see, our experts describe you as an appallingly dull fellow, unimaginative, timid, lacking in initiative, spineless, easily dominated, with no sense of humor, tedious company, and irrepressibly drab and awful. And whereas in most professions these would be considerable drawbacks, in accounting they are a positive boon.
But don't you see, accounting does this to people. I have been an accountant for 14 years, and I need something entirely different. Something that will give me a new lease on life. Can't you help me, Mr. Career Counselor?
Well, do you have any idea of what you want to do?
Why, yes, I do.
What?
I want to be a lion tamer.
Oh my gosh, I knew he was going to say that.
Oh, yes. It's because I look the part.
Well, yes, of course. It's a bit of a jump, isn't it? I mean, accounting to lion taming in one go. You don't think it might be better to work by easy stages, say via banking or insurance?
No, not really. No, I am ready. I have been thinking about this. I was talking with my pastor about this, indeed, and I want to be in there tomorrow morning, taming. Can you help me?
Do you have any qualifications?
Indeed, I do.
What?
I have a hat. Yes, you see, it is a lion taming hat. It's got great big LED lights on it that light up, and it says lion tamer. Well, that way you can tame them at night when they're a little bit less rowdy. Yeah. And you can turn it off to conserve electricity. And when you purchase a lion taming hat, you might not know this, but you can write that off under Section 179 of the Internal Revenue Code. And then you can, with the wear and tear, you can also...
I do follow you, Mr. Lincoln.
Okay, good.
You see, the catch is here. If I go call the circus and say,
Yes, sir.
I've got a 47-year-old accountant on my hand who wants to become a lion tamer. The first question they're going to ask is not, does he have his own hat? They're going to ask what sort of experience you've had with lions.
Okay. I have experience with lions.
What?
Well, I've seen him at the zoo. Yeah, cute, brown, furry little creatures with short, stumpy legs and long noses. I mean, I feel like I could tame one right now.
And these lions?
Yes.
How high are they?
Oh, they're about that tall.
I see. And do these lions eat ants by any chance?
You've seen them too. They do, indeed. Yes.
Well, Mr. Langwood, I'm afraid what you've got there is an anteater.
Oh, what?
An anteater, not a lion at all. You see a lion as a huge savage beast, about 5 feet tall, 10 feet long, weighing 400 pounds, with masses of sharp, pointed teeth and long claws, and they look like this.
Jumping Jehoshaphat. You need to give me a warning before you do that.
Shall I call the circus?
No, most definitely not. So, upon further contemplation, I think I rather like the idea of making the move from accounting to lion taming via steps. Like, for instance, insurance.
Or banking.
Or banking. Now, banking, that is exciting. That is a man's life. Travel, adventure, romance. Oh yes, banking it is for me, yes, indeed.
Well, very good. Shall I get
Yes.
you in touch with the bank then?
Yes. No. Well, I mean, what I mean is, I'd like some time to think about it, because I need to make a spreadsheet in Excel with a couple of columns for, I need some pros and some cons that I could then weight each of those, and then I would need a pivot table so that I need some other data points to bring in so that I can really consider, I mean, it's a pretty big...
It's sad, isn't it? But this is what accounting does to people. The only way that we can fight this terrible, debilitating social disease is by informing the general public of its consequences, and by telling young people it's just not worth it. So please, give generously to this address, the League for Fighting Accounting, 18 Middle Street, Brunswick, Maine. This has been your public service announcement.
Testing. Hello? Well, you had your chance to leave, but I'm here. Next second to last act. So I haven't done a talent show in a while, but I had this bright idea. Yeah. So, I don't know, anybody that knows me long enough, oh, look at that. I love light bulb jokes. Light bulb jokes, the reason I like, they're very American, and a light bulb joke can have puns to it, play on words, a play on stereotypes, and just other oddities. So there are hundreds and hundreds of light bulb jokes. I've pared them down to about 100 here. No, just kidding. It's less than 100. So here's a classic, and this is participatory. This isn't just me rattling off light bulb jokes. Okay. So this is participatory. And for me, it's going to be interesting because when I tell it, it'll be interesting to see who laughs, because depending on your generation or where you're from, you're just not going to get them. That's just good. And if you don't get them, look at somebody that's laughing and then say, what did that mean? Okay? Okay, so here's a classic, and I'm going to say it, and everybody should know the answer to this one because it's a classic. Okay? How many therapists does it take to change a light bulb? Anybody? Anybody? How many?
As many as it takes to change a light bulb.
Not quite. No, one more try.
None.
Why? Anybody? Nobody knows this is a classic. Okay,
Okay, this is a gimme. None, because the light bulb has to want to change. Oh, come on. You killed me. I'm off to a bad start now. How many telemarketers does it take to change a light bulb? It's only one, but they're going to do it while you're at dinner. Okay, who loves their Apple computers? How many Apple users does it take to change a light bulb?
Infinite, because Apple isn't good.
No. None. They'll just tear down the house and build a new one. How many narcissists does it take to screw in a light bulb?
As long as it's me.
Close. One. Eli holds a light bulb and the world spins around him. How many Vietnam vets does it take to screw in a light bulb? Nobody? You don't know, man. You weren't there, man. How many mystery writers does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2. One to almost screw in the light bulb all the way, and another one to give it a slight twist at the end. How many hipsters does it take to screw in a light bulb? No, he burned his hand before it goes cool. Oh, come on. Okay, how many flies does it take to screw in a light bulb? 2, but I don't know how they got in there. How many Jewish mothers does it take to screw in a light bulb? Carolyn.
Oi, Faye, Freddy, don't inconvenience yourself. I'll just sit here in the dark.
Thank you, Carolyn. How many Grateful Dead fans does it take to screw in a light bulb? None. They just let it burn out and follow it around for a few decades. So those of you in the military, how many privates does it take to screw a light bulb? 1, but we're sending 12 and they all better participate. I've looked up at the lights and now I'm blinded. I can't see my paper. That's not funny. How many software engineers does it take to change a light bulb? None. It's a hardware problem. How many Army Rangers does it take to screw a light bulb? 100. 1 to change the light bulb, and the other 99 to tell you how hard it was when they had to do it. Okay, here we're going to get a little ethnicity. How many Germans does it take to screw a light bulb? What's that?
9.
No. 1. They're very efficient and not very funny. How long does it take a performance artist? Everybody knows what a performance artist is? How long does it take a performance artist to change a light bulb? Actually, I don't know either. I left after the first hour and a half. Okay, here. This is definitely a generational one. How many Lionel Richies does it take to screw in a light bulb? Just 1, but it'll take them all night long. This half is laughing. How many Yankee fans? This is safe territory. How many Yankee fans does it take to change a light bulb? None. They just sit in the dark, talk about how they used to have some of the brightest bulbs of all time. Who's a skateboarder here? Anybody skateboard? How many skateboarders does it take to screw a light bulb? 1, but it takes them 100 tries. How many Cubs fans does it take to screw a light bulb? None. They just talk about doing it next year. Okay, this is, big words here. Everyone know what a surrealist is? What a surrealist is? How many surrealists does it take to change a light bulb? A fish. So this one I got to try to get the accent right. How many Teamsters does it take to change a light bulb? 6. You got a problem with that? Carolyn, how many actors does it take to screw a light bulb?
0. They have the stage crew do it for them.
Oh, that's a good one. I didn't think about that. That's a good one. That's a better answer than this one, because the answer I had was only 1 because they don't like to share the spotlight. Okay, it's kind of a little close to home. How many church board members does it take to have a light bulb changed?
6.
You would think, but the topic was resumed from last week's discussion, but it's incomplete pending resolution of some action items. It will be continued next week. Meanwhile, how many chiropractors? Just 1, but it'll take 6 visits. How many Einsteins does it take to change a light bulb? You know, you're right, you're real close on it. Depends on the speed of the change of the mass of the bulb, or vice versa, of course. It might be easier to leave the bulb and change the room. It's all relative. Kevin, how many lawyers does it take to change a light bulb?
9.
Oh, I thought maybe you would know this one. The answer is, how many can you afford? So for my perpetual students, how many graduate students does it take to change a light bulb? Really, only 1. I mean, not stupid, but it takes 9 years. Looking at the time, but only got 38 more to go. No. How many existentialists does it take to screw a light bulb? Well, that was hard to say. Pastor, any idea? I didn't know if that's something you might study. 1 to screw it in, and 1 to observe how the light bulb itself symbolizes a single incandescent beacon of subjectivity relative in another world of endless absurdity, reaching out toward the maudlin cosmos of nothingness. What's that? I should have picked on Eli. Yep. Keith, I have one musical one. How many jazz musicians does it take to replace a light bulb? Don't know yet? Oh, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how many paranoids does it take to change a light bulb? How many paranoids? Anybody? Who wants to know? Okay, we're almost done. How many bureaucrats does it take to put in a light bulb? This is interesting and yes.
No, they're just going to talk about it and then never get around to changing anything.
You know, there was 2 of these that when I was cultivating, and that was actually one of the answers, so to speak. That's 1. That's good. That's good. This one I think you're going to like too, hopefully. 1 to assure everyone that everything possible is being done, while the other inserts the light bulb into the water fountain. And last but not least, we got to skew ourselves. How many Baptists does it take to change a light bulb?
Something about a potluck.
Oh, yeah, you're there. At least 15. 1 to change a light bulb. 3 committees to approve the change and decide who brings a potato salad. Thank you very much.
once all of my lyrics are here. We have a song we want to sing for you guys, or not for you guys, but with you guys. If you could join in, that would be amazing. Where's my singer? Okay. Ready? Flip them. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Natalie. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, X is plastic.
What do you think you're doing in a prestigious establishment?
I hear this place is psychological counseling. I am in need of I am anticipating trouble. Could I put myself down for an appointment sometime next week?
I can hardly think of anything which is psychological.
I'm anticipating trouble with my tractor.
What could you possibly be anticipating?
Trouble with my tractor.
I suppose we could put you in for Wednesday at 2 p.m.
Wonderful. Y'all don't know what this will do for me.
Goodbye now.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
We hope you enjoyed the show and we'll come back next year. Thank you so much.